Hey mountain friends, how's everybody doing? Hope y'all like baked beans because that's what I'm making today for y'all. It's summertime, there's going to be barbecuing going on, there's going to be picnicking going on, so everybody loves some good old baked beans. And I'm going to show you guys how I make my baked beans. I've already got my baked beans here in my skillet. I'm baking mine in a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Most of my cast iron brand is Lodge. So I get a lot of people ask me, so I tell people what I do, what I use. So, and there's 3 cans. So there's 3 cans of pork and beans, okay? You can use whatever beans you want, but I like pork and beans. We like pork and beans, okay? And these are pretty simple. So this is 3 cans of pork and beans, okay? And you got your oven preheated to 375. And so all this is going to be is you're going to have some pork and beans and a half a cup of chopped onions, okay? It's really simple. A half a cup of brown sugar. Yep. And a few, probably, I want to eyeball it, but I will be posting this recipe under the photo section of this page, under the photo albums titled recipes. I'll post the recipe for y'all. But I've made these so much, I just eyeball it. But so I'm going to say probably right at 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. Now you can use whatever kind of barbecue sauce you like. I like the Sweet Baby Ray's, and I use the Sweet Baby Ray's hickory brown sugar. Okay, that's what I like, because I think it tastes the best. All right, and you're going to use a little bit of garlic powder, about a teaspoon, okay? And this is optional, but we're using red pepper flakes in ours. And I'm doing about probably a teaspoon, not hardly. They can be hot. So I just eyeballed it too. And we're going to do some mustard. You want yellow mustard. Now, yellow mustard just gives your beans a good tang, okay? And I'm just gonna give a few squirts in there, but probably a good tablespoon of yellow mustard, okay? Because I like, I gotta open it. I didn't know it was not sealed. I didn't know it hadn't been opened. So the mustard is gonna give it just a little bit of a tang. If you don't have yellow mustard, you can use dry mustard. You can buy dry mustard. It's in the spice aisle. I use it a lot. I like dry mustard a little bit in my macaroni and cheese. So I'm just going to put that in there. And that's probably right at a tablespoon of yellow mustard. Okay. Now I'm just going to stir all this together. Kind of brown on the top. And then we're going to top these baked beans with some bacon. Y'all, bacon is so good with your baked beans. And you're just going to stir this up. Now I'm going to taste it. Make sure, oh, I about forgot. Let me show you. Yep. I about forgot, because I love to add this. I add a little bit of maple extract to these, okay? Now, you can leave this out if you don't want that taste, but I'm telling you, this maple extract makes these taste amazing. So there's about a teaspoon of maple extract. You can leave it out if you want, but I'm telling you, it makes these beans, oh gosh, with a little bit of those red pepper flakes and that bacon, getting that hickory smoke flavor in there. It's so good. All right, let me get me a clean spoon. So I'm just gonna taste it. And I'm gonna see if they need anything. And I don't believe they do. Now the brown sugar makes them sweet. If you want to use a little more, I only use about a half a cup. You can use a 3/4 cup. I try to back off and not use as much, because y'all don't know, I don't know if you know it, but like barbecue sauce and ketchup and all that has sugar in it. And this for sure does, because it's hickory brown sugar barbecue sauce, and I did a good little amount. So, but they're sweet enough for me, okay? So now we're gonna do star of the show. We're gonna top your beans with some bacon, okay? Now this is, I use different brands of bacon. I usually use whatever's on sale. Now there's some certain brands I don't like, but this is Oscar Mayer. And the bacon, you're just gonna lay this right on top as they bake, and this bacon's gonna melt down and it's gonna get that flavor in there. And these are gonna be good. You can easily double this if you're making, sometimes I do, if I'm making a lot for my family, and my family loves these. Roger especially does. Bless his heart. And one more thing. Well, I lost it. Let me try to find my, hold on just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I lost my brown sugar. I couldn't find it. I had to go hunting all over the place for it. Okay, so now just a little bit of brown sugar you're gonna sprinkle on top, just a little bit, because it just makes that bacon. You can take bacon and put it in the oven and bake it and sprinkle some brown sugar on it. Oh, y'all, it's so good. It's so good. So I just topped it with a little more brown sugar, and it's going to go in the oven. So it's going to go in the oven. The oven's already preheated to 375, and I'm going to let, all right, y'all, look at them baked beans, and they are good and done, and they smell so good. And I've had them sitting out, so they cooled off a little. So I just wanted to tell you, the video before cut off a little. So you want to bake these for about 2 hours, because you want them to reduce down, get thick and bubbly. You don't want them runny, and you want to bake them for about 2 hours until they're kind of good and thick. See that? And I did put them on broil right at the last to get that bacon good and brown, but these are so good. The perfect addition to your barbecues this summer and your picnics, and they're good cold too. I mean, they're just as good cold as they are hot. We're fixing to have ours with some hamburgers, and I'm gonna have me some y'all sweet tea, and I'm gonna be in heaven. Y'all sweet tea, it is so good. So anyway, I will post the video, and I'm gonna post the recipe under the photo section of my page, and you're going to go under the photo album titled recipes. When I get it posted, that's where it'll be, okay? So I hope y'all make these baked beans, and if you do, just let me know. It's gonna be so good. So y'all, thank you for watching Mountain Cooking, where it's nothing fancy, just some good eating. Bye, guys.